Mesa Back! Hi! I don't know how to start this video. Hello there, by the way. So, I'm Aviriia. Also, others know me as Rosalie. And if you see me looking down, I'm having my phone with my notes. It's a lot of notes, as you can see, on what to speak about this video, because I have a lot to talk about what happened. It's been quite a few years since the last video and actual video. And I think it's a good time that we have a chat on what the heck all happened in my life. So, as you can see, I got some new equipment. I'm right now sitting also in the living room with my family's place, but that's also gonna change very soon. I will get to that in a second. So, what to expect from this video? First of all, I'll tell you guys what happened partially with Star Wars The Old Republic, with the content creator stuff, what I can legally talk about without getting into issues. I'm gonna talk about what I've been doing next to that, like in the years after. It feels weird to say years, by the way, but it's been quite a few years already now. And what to expect from the channel. Yeah, I got myself some new equipment and let's do this. Which, well, actually, technically I already got the equipment, but yeah, I didn't use it. Oh my God. Okay, so I will just start right with what happened with Star Wars The Old Republic, because as you guys have known, and if you go to my previous videos, I used to be a Star Wars The Old Republic content creator, and I did it for about 4 to 5 years. I did it with lots of love, but as any program, I guess, it changes over time, and with a few changes in the community management and how things are ran, and overall, it wasn't really the same anymore. And being the person that I am, I'm just gonna be honest about it. I like to be honest, like bluntly honest, and sometimes it goes too far. I recognize that went too far. I don't see the social cues easily, and when things that, like, I speak what's on my mind. Like, you guys know me how I am. Like, I'm just gonna make this video in like one long video. I'm not gonna be like cutting out of between, like maybe some zoom ins like this, and I don't know, like, but I want to be honest and I want to be real, and that's what I always strive to be, also in my Star Wars videos. And yeah, I remember getting home from work. I used to work at HR department, by the way. Lovely HR, yeah, I was one of those ladies. And I remember sitting in the car and I received this email from Musco that, yes, you have been removed and bye. And like, it was like 2 sentences or so, and I was like, what? So yeah, that was, it was strange coming home. I was like, I also made a post about like, well guys, I've been removed, and they didn't say anything about it. Like, I think it got like 1.6k upvotes on Reddit, and I was like, great, this is fine. Burning house meme. No, I tried to go after it, and they said I broke an NDA. Okay. Which NDA? What did they talk about? Like, they were pretty strict, as I said, like, things have changed. Like, you're not really allowed to talk about certain things that they told you with other content creators out of fear of leaking things out, but it's... from what I know, I never really did anything of that, except if I knew that they already knew it. Like, it was walking on eggshells, and it was a very stressful thing to be in the program. If I look back on it on a retrospective, like, it's still, you do it out of love for the game, and yeah, it was certainly a big part of my life to unhealthy levels on some degree if I think about it. And yeah, it's been a game that I used to play for 10 years. More than 10 years. And being cast out and never getting full closure, it did hurt. It did really hurt. And I was like, no. Like, I know I'm not gonna touch it at the moment. I am gonna take my healthy distance from it. And that's what I did, because in the same period of time in real life, my family member of mine did die like 2 weeks after, and with work was also not really going great. Yeah, it was a very rough period, but I tried to be positive. Like, I had a small break and I was like, well, I'm going back to video making because I like video making. I like to talk to, I guess, to camera, to you guys. No, I always love video making. I also did a multimedia study for 3 years back in the day. Like, I love to create. I'm very creative, and it was gone. Like, it was just blown, like, it was just gone after that. It's basically having a lot of things being, like, I think the most heartbreaking thing was that people who you thought were friends in the program and around it then suddenly started to avoid you because they did technically kind of a name and a shame with sending an email to other content creators back in the day with, yeah, we removed the person from the program. Like 1+1, if you go to the program page, you don't see anyone sitting there. Like, there were some people that continued to speak about to me who were in the program, and it did hurt knowing that the community manager did that kind of behind my back. And I can see that they want to tell people that, hey, we removed the person from the program, but I expected more collaboration, like at least a call or something, like, hey, something is up, are you having nervous breakdown or whatever, can we chat? Like, I've always been throwing out options, like, hey, can we talk? Or I see things is going this, or can we have a chat? Or I always am open for communications. And this is like maybe too blunt, too honest, too direct. I don't know, but it felt like being cast away by the game that I literally gave my soul and my dedication on the channel. And yeah, it did hurt, and I have to say, I wasn't doing great at that time in that year. So yeah, it scarred me. It gave me a really good scar, mental scar. So yeah, that's I guess, like, I never really spoke about it on video, but I did speak it to a few people. But on one side, I do miss the game, I do miss the people, I do miss the community. That is, I guess, the biggest part, the community, the fandom. Like, I'm still in the Star Wars fandom, I cosplay with the 501st, I have friends there, make cosplays. Like, that's still a big part of me, but it's... For my own mental health, it was a good thing to just, like, no, I'm not gonna touch it at the moment. So I did take a break, I did take a breather, I went to discover other hobbies. So I went to more than Dungeons & Dragons, Final Fantasy. It was still weird at the time because, like, it feels like you get out of a very nasty breakup and then you start like, nothing happened, to something else. Like, yeah, it didn't felt really right. So I got notes that I'm getting nervous, like I'm scratching my head, like, no, touchy, no, I'm just gonna fiddle with this. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it feels weird. It feels really weird. And to know that I've been talking over 10 more minutes about just Star Wars, so this is gonna be a very lengthy video, I guess. I'll have to make a montage or something. I don't know. So yeah, I did my resurrection with other hobbies, as I said, and yeah, with that, I was at my work, and that was also not going great. It was HR, like, as you guys can know, like, I'm not a typical HR person. I was there, like, the odd one person sitting there, and like, yeah, I'm not this girly talking about, like, how was the TV program that you watched? Oh, great. No. Like, how was House of the Dragon? And they would look at me like, House of the Dragon? And like, no. No, so I was kind of happy that they didn't exceed my contract. Like, there's only 3 times the temporary contract, and it's like hire or fire. And like with other 60 people at the company, they were like, let's all fire them. Oh, we still need people, but we don't want to give them permanent contract. So that was that, I guess. But in the meantime, I was still doing my cosplays, and I got to know a guy at a hackerspace, which is like a community thing where they like type codes and they work on stuff, make projects, cosplay projects, all the type of projects. Like a nerd space. It's a community thing here in the Netherlands. They have all over the place, special hubs for that. And that's where I met, well, now my colleague, because I was like, well, I need a job. I am looking for something. Do you know someone or something? And it's like, well, technically, maybe. What are you doing right now? It's like, well, I'm in HR. But unofficially, I'm also like the IT tech trouble person, shooting person. Like, I was the only person good with tech at the HR department. So that was a really fun, like, sidestep of going from HR right into cybersecurity. Surprise. I remember my first day. That was like, that seemed to be a total whole different video. It's like, here, you have 2 days of experience. Let's set you on a course for people who have 10 years of experience. That was great. Like, I did learn a lot, but I was in a total shock. But that's for a different video. That's really for a different video. So yeah, that's how I got into cybersecurity. And that's what I've been mostly doing for the last, well, 1.5 years by now. Cybersecurity, AI, all those things. Not really video making. Like, I was role-playing in Final Fantasy. All the things. I also, in the meantime, got my autism ADHD diagnosed. Like, that was also like a bombshell that dropped on me. It's like, yeah, I knew that I was odd. No, I'm not really odd. I was the sparkly, bubbly one that's just didn't fit in always. Or thought to fit in. And then, surprise, you have the combo deal. Now you have both. Great. How to live your life? I don't know. Here's medication. Surprise, medication didn't work well. So that was that until... It's about like 7 months ago or so. Like, I got my temporary job at the cybersecurity place became a full-time job, and they also gave me a permanent contract and a new position as coordinator. Like, it's been great over there. Like, I love it there. Absolutely love it there. But my health was declining. Like, I had like this nerve pain on one side of my face. It's a very difficult name to pronounce. I'll put it in the screen somewhere. That I had treatment for, and overall I was just not feeling great. It was the wrong medication that they put me on. So at one point, like, my ex used to use ashwagandha, and with my psychologist, I think it's called, I was like, hey, can I use ashwagandha? Like, it's a supplement. You can just get it at any convenience store. Like, can I use this next to my medication? Yes, that's no problem. Go use it. All fine. This is great. And I was like, top. I will use it. Just like my vitamin B and D and all those other things. I will just also use one of those. And then, yeah, well, combined with some special things happening, well, with work, life and other things. And this ashwagandha thing, it completely clashed with my medicine in March this year, which resulted into psychosis. So I had a very strange night at the casino, which other video, it's like straight over something out of a movie, but something so weird happened there that gave me so much stress that, yeah, how to say, like, I can give the long version or the short version, but let's say I said a word to a few people who worked at a non-disclosed internet provider that got them triggered very badly, just by saying that whatever they showed looked like a dragonfly, looked like a helicopter or a helicopter, and I was like, yeah, looks like I'm in prop making. Like, I like making Star Wars props. they say like, yeah, it's Star Wars, but not exactly Star Wars. I'm like, no, you're sure right. It looks like a dragonfly model thing. And they look at each other and they're like, we're not handling weapons. And I was like, what the fuck? Long story. I will make a different video one day about a long story. So that was, yeah, that gave me a very sleepless night. And after a sleepless night, because I was like thinking, I was like, what the fuck just happened? Like, what the beep? And yeah, then the days after I got in, like, because of all the stress, like, I'm trying to laugh about it now, but it was very stressful. And yeah, I got the psychosis and I was hallucinating and all those other things, which was like, yeah, this is not great. Maybe we should go to like the first aid type of thing. Like, this is like in this hallucination, I saw a plane crash and I saw all the weird things. And for me, it looked real, but all the other people, they were like, what the heck is wrong with Rosa? And I was like, ah. And like, oh no. So I'm recovering from that. Still. Ta-da! Surprise, surprise. So it's been a really long year, let's keep it like that. But because of this, I started to rediscover writing and nature and all those other things. And as you guys can see, now making videos again. Like, it's been so long and I was like, I have so much to talk about. And so much I want to share, like life lessons, things that I do, the geeky side of me. And that's what I am gonna do now again. So, yay! And another thing that also happened, this was also a really big surprise, that I'm finally getting my own place very soon. So where I'm sitting right now, maybe it will be one video, maybe 2 or 3 videos, but that will change into a completely new house all on my own, which I was very lucky to buy. So that will start at start of September, plus minus. So yeah, that's that. So what have I been doing aside of that further? Well, D&D, writing, story writing, cybersecurity, going to fantasy events. But my love for tech is also still there. So you can expect all those type of things here on the channel. And I know a few of you will ask, will there be Star Wars? Will there be Star Wars The Old Republic? Yes, there will be Star Wars. But The Old Republic, that is gonna be a closed chapter for now. Not gonna promise for always, but that's gonna be in the past. And I think that with the new house, with my job as coordinator, having all those responsibilities and things to share that I have, and I have so much to talk about. There's so much more me than just Star Wars, The Old Republic me, and that's where I want to go with this channel. And I hope you guys will be there along the way. Let me know, like really let me know what you love to see about me, about everything. Like, it's all a blank canvas right now. It's the old videos will be there, but from now on, it's gonna be like more like this and less of, well, what it was before. And I hope you guys like it. If you're new and watching this like, hey, what's this? Go check the other videos. There will be more videos. I have actually, that's one of the things that I have with my autism that I know. It's like, if I get over ADHD, it's like when I get excited, I just dive right in. Like, I just be here for the ride and see where it goes. And who knows, right now we're on 7,000 subscribers. And maybe in a year time or 5 year time, we will still be on 7. Maybe it will be 10,000. Maybe it will be 100,000. Like, it will be great. I don't know. One thing that I've learned is not to put a number on it and to just enjoy the ride. And I hope you guys will enjoy the ride with me. If you have anything to say or ask, just put it in the comments. I will definitely read it. I will answer it and all. And yeah, I hope to see you all in the next video.